Okay, hello Ben.
Hello, how are you?
Yes, very good.
Good.
We are in a beautiful place in Australia, on the Sunshine Coast. And that's your place, your home place.
Sunshine Coast, Australia. Yes.
Yes. And I like to interview about your lifestyle, and you taught me a lot about goals, physical goals.
Yes.
And also you travel a lot.
Yes.
I know you travel a lot, and how do you manage this to stay healthy and to stay in balance? And I think that's always a question for people. They travel and to find a balance between physical, your work situation, and good healthy food. How are you doing this? You look very fit.
Thank you. I think it's a question of prioritizing, and if you always keep the principles of trying to eat well, eat healthy, and also find some physical outlet. And the physical outlet could be either swimming or cycling or a long walk. Also enjoy nature. I think people who are physical like to enjoy nature, whether they're getting up early to go for a long walk in the sunrise or cycle along a bush path, or when I was in Paris, I walked from one side of Paris to the other. It took me about 4 hours along the river. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So being in some urban environments, whether it's London, Paris or Beijing, you could always find some physical way to enjoy your surroundings and to test yourself, even if it's a long walk.
And your sport, what time start your when?
To do some physical activity,
Yes.
I would sometimes do it for the weekend. Maybe early morning or in the evening would be quite good, not during the heat of the day. Being in Australia, we try to avoid the heat of the day. So we do our physical activities in the afternoon or in the early morning. But there's always opportunities wherever you go to do something rather than not do anything.
Yeah, you told me on the Sunshine Coast it's easy. You have a lot of possibilities to swim or to cycle, and you have your friends here.
Well, the Sunshine Coast, where I am now, we have beautiful climate.
Yeah.
The winters are cool. The summers aren't too hot. We've got swimming pools. And we've got beautiful roads to cycle.
Yeah.
And you've got your friends. And I think that's one of the key things. If you've got friends and colleagues who are like-minded, and you do things together, so there's a camaraderie. And being male, sometimes it's a little bit competitive. Like if you cycle,
Yes, you need it.
Yeah.
Men's need it.
yeah, we need to just where you're running together. But I always run, and the last 100 meters we always race. Right? Because we're men, we race the last 100 meters.
Yes, but yes, that's the one thing. What I really like to know about your lifestyle, Tell me about the start when you make really this commitment with yourself, and maybe of the focus, motivation, where we talk about. Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
Well, my focus. I've just come back from China, so my recent focus is to do 2 swims a week and try to do 1 cycle and 1 long walk. So I'm gradually building up my fitness, heart and lungs. To try to each time cycle a little bit further or swim for a little bit longer until I feel comfortable with my own fitness. But at the same time, think about what I'm eating. I can't eat junk food if I'm trying to do this. You have to have good fruit and vegetables and carbohydrates. I don't drink much. I have 1 beer a month. I don't smoke. I just take it easy and live a healthy lifestyle. Think about your health. Sleep, if I'm training, I go to bed early. You need sleep. If you're going to do something, you need to get some good sleep.
Yeah, for recovering.
Recovery is important. But food, you can't overemphasize how important it is to eat well. And don't eat so much. When I was younger, I used to eat a lot and burn it up. But now I'm older, you just put it around your waist. Especially men in their 40s put on men too much weight because they're trying to eat like they did when they were 30.
Yes.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to eat a lot of things, eat a lot of salad.
Yeah, the basic food, minerals.
Yes, eat well. So to get healthy, I think in your 40s and 50s, is to think about the foundation of being healthy. Eat well and get the heart and lungs working hard. Not necessarily hard, but you don't have to go for a half-hour run. Go for a 2-hour walk. You go just as far.
Yeah.
And buy good shoes. Buy a good pair of shoes, and you just that's all you need.
I like to know when you was 20, how was your lifestyle, and how was your lifestyle with 30 when you compare?
My lifestyle, when I was in the 30s, I discovered triathlons, and I wasn't a very good swimmer. I liked cycling and running, so I had a goal. Where I live on the Sunshine Coast, there are two famous triathlons, Noosa and Mooloolaba. So I saw a friend of mine do one, and I thought I could do that too. There's no reason why I can't do that.
But what was the motivation to say, okay, I like to do this?
Well, I had my own health issues, and my motivation was not my motivation. What was a good question? My motivation was to push myself. I'd always take a risk, push myself to the limits. But at limits, I wasn't. I've got a healthy body. I've got 2 arms, 2 legs, good heart and lungs, and I should be using them a lot more.
Yeah.
I was fit and healthy, but I wasn't using my body in a fit and healthy way.
But after this health issue, you were thinking about in a different way about your body.
Yeah, you think about. I can do more. I don't have to be an overweight 40-year-old. I don't have to be an overweight 50-year-old. I've never been overweight, never. So I'm not going to start now just because I'm 49.
Yeah.
I'm 49.
Yeah.
50 now. I turned 50, but now I'm older. I don't have to be the big Australian who never does anything. Yeah. I can still run. I can still cycle. And if I eat well, go to bed early, and just being healthy, I sleep well, I feel more confident, and I can do more. If someone says, let's go walk up a mountain, I can say yes. I don't have to say, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I ask myself sometimes, okay, you have this health issue, and after that, your life changed. Can I say this?
Yes.
And that was your motivation? To being healthier, to say to yourself, okay, I like to have this anymore, and I really like to getting old in a healthy way. Yeah,
live life to the fullest. You've got to get out there and enjoy the life around you, and you feel so good after a long walk. You're breathing heavy. You're breathing easier. You sleep so well. You can have that extra salad, and just enjoy it. And also, people that always complain, they a bit. Can't fit their jeans anymore because they're getting too fat, or they lack confidence. And to cycle and to feel the wind and to feel the swimming pool. Like I live in the ocean. The ocean's just over there.
Yeah.
Australians are always good swimmers, so we like to swim in the ocean and swim a long way in the ocean. They have that confidence to join in and to be part of life. I think that's once you start to get older and you can no longer do things because you haven't done the exercise or been eating poorly, it's your own fault. It's you that have to take, in English we say the bull by the horns, and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, and I can do it.
Yeah, you don't wish it, but you really do this.
Yeah.
And you have a plan for it.
Yeah, and also surround yourself with like-minded people.
Yes.
I've got a few friends that just drink too much beer.
Yeah.
Say, Ben, come over. I say, you can't come over. I'm doing a swim in the morning. I can't beer. So surround yourself with people who have the same motivation.
Yeah.
And you say, we'll meet you at the park and we're going for a 2-hour cycle. We'll meet you at the park, we're going for a walk. We'll meet you at the beach and we're running along the beach.
Yeah, that makes it easier.
So if you and then you find yourself, after a couple of years, you find your friends, all cycling friends, running friends, triathlon friends, and these are the suddenly new friends you've got.
Yeah.
So that's also a motivation. You've got to find these like-minded people that enjoy the challenge of getting, and it is a challenge. And sometimes it's not easy to get up at 4 a.m. and it's easy just to lie back down and go to have an extra sleep.
Yeah. What are you thinking? You wake up 4:30 in the morning.
Well, if I'm doing a long cycle, we do a cycle in the morning.
And then,
cool.
And then you wake up because your what is it? Clock is going.
My alarm clock.
Your alarm's going, and then you're thinking, oh God, now I have two choices.
Sleep in, but if I'm meeting, as I said, if you're meeting friends who are also waiting pre-dawn, they're waiting for you. You're waiting. Don't let them down. You have to be there because we're doing it together.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the other things too. When you get older, once you meet new people, it's a good way to meet new people. And you don't. It's a camaraderie. The camaraderie of joining. Even I said before, I joined a over 40s football team. We're not very good. We lose many games, but it's just six-a-side. We kick around. It's fun.
Yeah, and you motivate each other.
Yeah, and also to play other things like you can do other things like start playing tennis. I've never played tennis. I'm not very good at it, but I'll play it.
Yes.
So pick up a set of golf clubs. Do something different.
And we talked about Nepal.
Yes, Nepal.
Yeah, I came back in March, and you when was your trip to Nepal?
My trip in Nepal, I think, was 2009. So I did the Annapurna base camp walk, which was 9 days, or they can do a longer walk, and the Everest base camp walk, which I did in 13 days. But I took it slow because of the altitude.
And you was doing it in your own?
Yes, I didn't join a group. I just did it by myself. And that's another thing. Once you get fitter and stronger, you have greater confidence to do things. Yeah, I'd love to do it with someone else, but I did it by myself because I could.
Yeah, it has to grow.
Yeah.
It has to grow step by step.
But I've also done walks in Australia and walks in Papua New Guinea too, which were very difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult walks, but difficult things can be done. In this modern world, we put our limitations on things. We're always, driving everywhere, and you can do many things. Just because you get older doesn't mean you have to limit yourself, I think.
You have an interesting job.
School teacher.
You're a school teacher.
Yeah, school teacher, yes.
But for international people,
I've worked at international schools, so I've worked in China, I've worked in London, I've worked in Japan and Bangladesh.
Yeah, and also you teach
children
to take them decision to commit yourself.
I think with my teaching, I like to teach kids that take a risk or be curious and to try different things. Teachers are good people to allow kids opportunities to be open-minded.
Yeah.
To open-minded and to push yourself, and also to be positive. I mean, with kids, you've got to make something competitive, but support each other. With my students, I always get them to support each other, whether it's academic learning or creative and arts or physicality too. And I think that's the thing about Australians too. We're very supportive of each other. When we're cycling and we got a new cycle member, if they're a bit slow, we wait for them, and swimmers, we wait for them. And I think that's what makes it a good thing to have a good attitude, to support each other, we have empathy with those that haven't the same skills or the fitness level. And I think that supportive camaraderie is what makes you stick with it as you get older. And also you don't mind getting a bike and being the slowest, or jumping in the pool and taking longer than everyone else.
But do it.
Do it.
And you will grow.
Yeah, it's like learning languages. Like I learned a bit of Chinese, but sure, you're going to speak Chinese and be very bad, but if you don't speak Chinese and be very bad, you'll never become good. Well, you'll speak several languages.
Yeah, my English has to grow, but step by step.
Step by step.
You have to learn everything. Every new things you have to learn.
And I think with fitness as an older person, the more you do, the more confident you get of success breeds success.
Yeah.
Once you've done a cycle or done a swim or played that tennis, you say, well, I might do something else. I might do badminton or ping pong or other games, you know.
Yeah.
And I once again, you don't want to reach the age of, for example, 70 or 80, and to think I haven't done enough, or try to do it then when you've got to reach the fitness. You don't have to become an unfit person in your 40s and 50s, and even 60s. What was an eye-opener for me was when I started triathlon in my 20s, I met people in their 70s.
Yes, unbelievable.
Who were getting the same times as me when I was in my 20s. And I thought, whoa, I should do more training if this... And in the pool, I met an old lady who was just going up and down, up and down, up and down. And when she finally stopped, she was an older lady. I thought she was a younger lady. I remember that really clearly. She said, I don't like to stop. I thought, my God, how old are you? I didn't say that, but she'd been swimming. So you don't have to... Age doesn't have to be a barrier to physical fitness or enjoying the physicality, you know, enjoying the sports.
Yeah, enjoying is an important word.
It's a number one thing to be motivated, and you do that with friends. You can do it alone, but I think to live life to the full, if you're still an active person, you get more out of life.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, with friends you have this community, and you need social things.
And you find once you get into that community, whether it's a football, triathlon, tennis community, swimming community, we all have the same sort of open-mindedness and spirit of challenge.
Yeah.
I think the spirit of challenge is very good. To say that I can do this and we can do it together.
Yeah.
And those meet new people, meet new and exciting people, rather than maybe someone who always complains and is negative and stays at home watching TV all the time. I'm not that person, and I don't want to surround myself with those people. My friends are all active people, and as we get older, you have, you know, sons and daughters who also you can join in, you know, keeping up with the grandchildren, you know.
What is your next goal?
My next goal is I might go back to Nepal, and I like Nepal. I just come back from the Tibet, where I've been doing some trekking there, but I like the people of Nepal, and I like the beautiful mountains, and the feeling of reaching the top of a mountain and looking down and think, wow, I walked all that way. Wow. And mountains are hard. It's hard.
Yes.
So I've walked through the Gobi Desert, and I've walked in the hills of Bhutan, in the Himalayas. The Himalayas are beautiful. So my next goal will probably go back to Nepal and find somewhere I haven't been. Okay,
that's nice.
Yeah.
And for the end, I like to ask you, what is your advice to people who really like to stay healthy in a good way and getting older in a healthy way?
Set some goals and find something you like to do. You know, you don't have to be a swimmer or a cyclist. You can be a runner. Find something you like to do and try to extend yourself in that field. Find and have some goals. Have some goal setting targets that you'd like to be able to do this, and set yourself that challenge. It doesn't have to be run a half marathon. If you want to do 10Ks, do it 10 kilometers, not a 21. Set some goals and start small, and find some like-minded people who will do it with you. You know, if you're going to be a walker, even start with walking. If you're too big, just start with walking. Go for an hour walk, and then time yourself and say, well, I can do it a bit further. And be aware of your own body. I think as we're younger, we're very conscious of our body. We look at each other in the mirror a lot, but when you get older, you don't look in the mirror. And sometimes you look in the mirror, oh my God, that's me, I'm too fat. And get a heart rate monitor. I got as an older person, I got a heart rate monitor and realised that I can push myself a little bit further. Knowing my own heart rate.
And see where you are. And then from this point to go and make a plan. Getting better.
So losing weight is a good. I've never been really big anyway, but I have friends that a lot of my colleagues my age are suddenly 10 kilograms heavier, So after coming back from overseas, oh, well, you put on weight. Now, what did you do that for? I can't help it. Well, you can help it. Stop eating.
Yeah.
You don't eat.
Yeah.
Think about what you eat.
Yeah.
And think about eating is more important than exercise in lots of ways. Start with eating, and then do the exercise. You know, when we were younger, we could eat anything and not be fat.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you get older, you start to be fat if you eat too much. It doesn't work like that when you're older. So, yeah, my advice for someone is find something you enjoy doing it and do it religiously. Start to get into a routine. Get into the routine of doing it. And try not to make excuses not to do it. You may have a good excuse one day, but really you should try to do it.
Yeah.
And there are opportunities everywhere. I've lived in many cities, London, Beijing, Dhaka. There's opportunities to do fitness.
Yeah, yeah.
And work on your core. Work on your core. I'm not going to an Olympics, but I can be the fit as I can be. So you don't have to view getting older as having less opportunities. The opportunities are different. And you feel so much better. You feel happier. You enjoy life a lot better, rather than being an overweight person that says, "Oh, I'd like to." No, you can, and you need someone to say, "You can do it. Come with me. We're cycling tomorrow."
Yeah. Do you live the life what you really like to live?
Yeah, live the life you
Yeah.
want to lead, not the
Yeah.
one you wish you lead.
You are happy?
I'm very happy. Yeah,
yeah.
I
You
like.
look so happy man.
I'm a happy man.
That's why we met each other.
Yes, we
Yeah.
met each other because we're
And
happy.
we talked about Nepal for sure. And yeah, you're very interesting, and I think you can
Thank you.
motivate a lot of people.
Well,
I take you with me to Europe.
yes, I'd
in
love
this
to.
interview.
Yes, I take
Yeah,
the interview to Europe.
it was a pleasure to interview you. Thank you so much.
That's lovely to meet you. We should meet again.
Yeah, bye.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's again.